Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After Liam's tumor recovery, Grace vanishes and hides with Luna. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Grace Buckingham is just as shady as her defrocked husband, Reese Buckingham, a doctor. For financial gain, she has so tampered with Liam Spencer's tumor condition. Is she going to get what she deserves? We believe that she fabricated the narrative of Liam's fatal brain tumor from the beginning. What was the reason? Her motivation today is greed if she ever had one. Bill Spencer happily responded, "How much?" after she persuaded him to pay millions to save his son. If they had the resources, what other parent wouldn't? So how did the century's biggest scam get pulled off by the mild-mannered Grace? Since she is a doctor, it would be easy for her to show off scans of other patients, even one with an inoperable brain mass. Yes, you say, but what about Liam's deteriorating health? We would blame that on the harmful medicines Mom was giving him. Sometimes good doctors turn terrible. However, do you believe that Grace was more like Reese than anyone ever realized? Or was she always Nurse Nightingale? Regarding the scalpel that was used to Liam's shaved head, you might be curious. Since we didn't witness anything further, we presume that she nicked him sufficiently to require stitches and is now marketing a miraculous remedy. Whether Grace is working with Reese Buckingham, Wayne Brady, is an intriguing issue at this time. Although Grace may have no other option, fans can sense that she feels under pressure, and even guilty about what she is doing. If she doesn't carry out this evil plot to mess up a healthy patient, what if her kids Paris or Zoe Buckingham are in danger? Ultimately, the list of Grace's victims continues to expand. Hopefully, Steffy Forrester and Logan are exhausted by Liam's fate, and are grateful that they haven't told the children yet. Don't worry, Bill will ensure that Grace is held accountable for her offenses. Is it significant, though, that he stepped in to get Luna Nozawa's pardon for her crimes? However, perhaps Lee feels sorry for poor Grace and assigns her a bed adjacent to Luna's? Liam applauds the brain scan without tumors. According to The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer rejoiced over his brain scan showing no tumors, while John Finnegan appeared to be experiencing an unsettling sensation. While the nurse cared for Liam in his room at the Spencer mansion, Bill Spencer encouraged his son to take it easy and concentrate only on survival. After a while, Bill left the house to go out into the hall because Liam had some guests. Bill tried his best to answer the queries of Finn, Hope Logan, and Steffy Forrester before allowing them to see Liam. Finn was astounded by how well Liam was doing just a few hours after the surgery after the nurse allowed him to view his most recent data. Bill summarized everything that had happened with Grace and the foreign doctor she had brought in. However, he was unable to recall the other doctor's name. Bill clarified that the procedure could not take place at the hospital due to its experimental nature. Bill, however, maintained that the procedure was entirely professional and expressed optimism that the tumor would be completely removed. Bill pretended that it didn't matter as long as Liam had a chance to survive, despite Finn's persistent attempts to learn more about the surgery during the episode. Liam was happy to see Steffy and Hope by his bedside when he finally woke up. At first, Liam was drowsy and couldn't recall his location, but he was reminded of the process and how he had adapted to life in the Spencer mansion. Before they all reenacted the Luna drama and how heroic Liam was, Brooke Logan discovered Taylor Hayes hugging Ridge Forrester at Forrester Creations. However, because they believed that Liam's death was still imminent, the three of them were devastated by his inoperable brain tumor. Ridge intended to stick to the plan for the time being, even though Taylor and Brooke believed that Liam's situation might need a postponement of the Italy trip. They might reassess if things went south before they left. Katie Logan joined Will Spencer and Electra Forrester in the design office to talk about Liam's hero status. Naturally, they also talked about Liam's impending terrible destiny, which Will found difficult to accept. Katie hugged Will, who became tearful since he didn't want to lose his sibling and insisted that they explore every avenue. Grace texted Bill about the MRI results when he got back to his house. Bill informed Liam, Finn, Hope and Steffy that the scan was clear, meaning Liam had good margins and the tumor had been completely removed. There were many positive responses, and Finn even mentioned that a medical history was taken. But as Liam, Bill, Hope and Steffy rejoiced, Finn's face finally became more thoughtful. Finn raises concerns about the experimental process, and Dr. Buckingham gives Bill the results of his MRI. After changing Liam's dressing at Bill's house, the nurse informs Bill that Liam is doing exceptionally well. Bill continues to express his gratitude to Buckingham and the medical staff. He is unable to even understand what has transpired. He informs Liam that surviving must be his only priority. After receiving a text, Bill tells his kid to go to bed since he has guests coming. When Steffi, Finn, and Hope show up, they ask Bill about the process. "It got results," Bill shrugs. Hope replies, "We'd like to see him now," as Finn frowns. Bill cautions that the operation has left him weak. "Why didn't he consult him?" asks Finn. Bill claims that Grace informed him that they had to act quickly, so they did. Liam keeps his eyes closed as Bill ushers the guests inside. Finn is shown the numbers by the nurse. He finds it incomprehensible that Liam is doing so well so quickly. "It's only been a couple of hours, right?" asks Finn as the nurse leaves. He inquires as to the specifics of the surgery. They were informed that it was unusable. Steffi claims that although there was no cure, treatments might have given him extra time. Bill reveals that Grace discovered someone conducting this experimental procedure from outside the nation. Finn asks what the doctor's name is. Bill is unable to recall. "It was really stressful. The hospital wouldn't have allowed it, so they had to conduct it in the clinic." He claims that the encounter was entirely professional. "I believe they received the full mass. When Grace receives the full MRI results, they will be aware." The possibility that he might live is astounding to Finn. Was there anything for Bill to read? No, Bill says, and it makes no difference. His son's life was the only thing that mattered. According to Finn, Liam ought to be recuperating at the hospital. They have everything they require according to Bill. Finn questions why he wasn't consulted by Grace. "He's not your patient," says Bill. There was no time to consider the advantages and disadvantages. All Finn can say is that things went well. Bill needs to have faith that the MRI will yield the desired results. Liam is informed by Hope that Steffi and she are there to support him. Steffi compliments him on his bravery. "You make an effort to remain with us and your young daughters." They declare their love as Liam awakens. Ridge and Taylor continue to express their relief that Steffi is secure at Forrester. When Brooke enters and inquires about Steffi, they are cuddling. Despite being startled, Ridge claims to be well covered. Taylor talks about the intense feeling of stress. Ridge announces that Luna will no longer be an issue. Although Taylor is glad the concern is over, she wishes Luna had received assistance rather than passing away. For saving Steffi's life, Liam will always have their eternal gratitude. After Liam battles to survive the gunshot, they depart after a few months. He will create memories with the girls, according to Taylor. Brooke claims that what he is going through crushes her heart. Taylor bemoans the fact that Beth and Kelly are unaware of how quickly their lives will alter. Ridge is asked by Taylor if they ought to postpone their trip to Italy. What if something occurs during their absence? What if Liam leaves us halfway around the world? Scowls Brooke. According to Ridge, they shouldn't cancel just yet. Brooke gives him a suspicious glance. They both agree to act in the family's best interests if things don't seem good. Taylor says that in order to support their girls through this and to support Beth and Kelly as well, they will need to band together. Brooke says, "We will," nodding. In the design office, Will and Electa discuss Luna's insane behavior. Will is simply relieved she's gone. Electra attributes it to his brother Liam's courage. As they discuss Liam's willingness to give his life for Steffi, Katie walks in. He is now up against something he cannot overcome. "We're still going to lose him," Katie groans. Katie tells about Liam's mental state of devastation. He's a hero and Will hopes he doesn't concentrate on killing people. Katie complains that he is getting a death sentence as a reward for his bravery. Will finds it incomprehensible that Liam kept his brain tumor a secret. Nobody wants to be pitied, so Katie can't hold it against him. That has been directed towards her. For as long as possible, he intended to protect his little daughters from the truth. Given Liam's imminent death and the emotions he must be experiencing, Katie breaks down in tears. Will sobs in the hopes that Liam will overcome this. He is a combative individual. He isn't prepared to lose his big brother. Will is held by Katie. "I sincerely apologize." Squinting, Liam asks, "Where am I?" Bill informs him that following the surgery, they return to his home. Hope informs him that they were informed of his visit with Dr. Buckingham. Finally, there is cause for optimism. Steffi asserts, "We cannot let you go." Liam glances at Bill, who receives a text message regarding the MRI from Dr. Buckingham. He gives a head shake. "What did she say?" asks Finn. "The scan is fine," Bill informs them. "The tumor has disappeared." They all burst into tears. "It's astonishing that they managed to pull this off," says Finn. "Liam, you're going to live," shouts Steffi. "He will have a lot of time to spend with his girls," according to Hope. "Really is a miracle." According to Finn, a medical history was taken today. He still appears confused. Will's discovery, Liam's MRI, and Taylor and Brooke's reunion. Finally, a recap of The Bold and the Beautiful is available. Liam Spencer awakens to a large reunion in today's episode. Will Spencer gets an intimate look from Katie Logan. In addition, Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes agree. Liam is being cared for by the nurse at Bill Spencer's house. Bill says they're going to have company soon after they hang off the phone. Logan, "I hope John Finn Finnegan and Steffi Forrester Finnegan show up," eager to meet Liam. Bill clarifies that there was not enough time to talk to them about it. He did what Grace Buckingham said they had to do right now. Bill explains that because of all the red tape in the US, everything had to be done in secret. They are still awaiting a final MRI, but they believe they have removed the entire tumor. Finn wants to read up on the stats in the process. None of that belongs to Bill. Grace sent a text message. According to the most recent MRI, the entire tumor has disappeared. Liam is overcome with emotion as Finn refers to it as a miracle. Rich Forrester and Taylor Forrester at Forrester Creations. When Brooke walks in, she inquires about their well-being. "How is Steffi doing?" the blonde queries. Rich said Luna Nozawa won't ever be an issue again. Despite their gratitude, they all think Liam is dying. Taylor wants to know if the trip to Italy should be cancelled. When Liam dies, Brooke worries that they will be abroad. While advising against delaying the vacation, Rich pledges to act in the family's best interests. In order for Steffi and Hope to support Kelly Spencer and Beth Spencer, Taylor feels it's critical that they band together. Brooke is completely in agreement.